Hello, new employees. The boss asked me to put together a little presentation for you because I made this blog a while back. He wanted me to talk about my experience with technology. Um, so, kind of what this blog is about and what I'm going to be talking about is the progression of my learning how to make home movies. I'm still not very great at it, but I've really improved a lot since I started. So when I was about 10 years old, my aunt came to visit me in Texas, and she took me and my cousins out into the woods behind my parents' house, and we put together like a little home movie. It was just like a collection of stories from her childhood that she videoed on a tiny little Canon that she had, and then she just plugged the camera straight into the TV, and we watched it with my parents, and it was a lot of fun, and it kind of got me started on making home movies for fun. Um, so at the end of the trip, kind of my cousins and I decided, all right, next time we hang out, we've got to do this again. Of course, a couple years went by and nothing really happened. Well, then one summer, my cousin Stephanie came and visited my sister and I in Texas. Here is my house in Texas. So it's really pretty nice house, a lot of room to play, a lot of stuff to do, but we still got bored. And so then we kind of remembered, oh yeah, we had a lot of fun making home videos. And so we decided to make one, and we made a couple throughout that summer. One was like a zombie one, and then one was like about a night. And the thing is, we didn't really know about any video editing software or anything, so we videoed on the Handycam, each scene in order. If we didn't like a scene, we'd rewind and video back over it. Our only music was provided by this boombox, essentially this exact one. Um, and oftentimes we would forget to pause the boombox when we stopped recording, and then if we went back and redid a scene, we would rewind it. And so it obviously led to extremely choppy movies, poorly edited with really bad sound quality. So by the time my cousin Stephanie visited again, I was in eighth grade, and I had made my eighth grade science video with some of my peers, and they had shown me how to use Windows Movie Maker. So here's just a brief clip from that.
It seems that these big waves in the middle, like, they're in the middle. So I guess like when the earthquake gets all like intense, it's like halfway over. I kind of like that.
So making this movie kind of taught me how to use Windows Movie Maker to include sound effects in it, to put stuff over the video, how to cut and stuff like that. So when Stephanie visited again, I kind of had these tools, and so we made our new video when I was 17. We made our next video, and I'd just gotten my driver's license. So it's this movie, and it is essentially a detective story, but really what it ends up being about is me having a driver's license. As you can see from this scene right here, that goes on for way too long, where I'm just in a car driving, and then he goes through the movie, and essentially we have lots of scenes where I'm just driving in a car. We go to Sonic in one scene right here, and essentially it's just to be at Sonic to show that we were able to drive somewhere, and kind of that's the whole movie. So it has some good scenes and some good cuts, and we use a lot of music and a lot of effects, but we didn't really know how to put together a story particularly well, and the cuts are like the scenes are too long. It's just really kind of a bulky movie. So the next year, I moved to New Mexico, and my cousin Stephanie visited us again, and we made kind of our last movie together, definitely our best movie. It's just got better cuts, the music fit in a little bit better. the scenes are better and the story's a little bit better. It's like a Western, really simple plot where these two girls kind of rob a bank and then they're trying to escape from the law. So this video kind of shakes a little bit, but the original one doesn't. I think it's just YouTube kind of tried to stabilize it, but just ended up making it short or shaky. So here's one of the cuts in it though. So kind of essentially the progression of my movie making skills, like learning how to use Windows Movie Maker and stuff to put in sound and to cut things and to make my movies better and more interesting and I guess just better overall. Really required me to understand the technology involved in movie making as well as movie making itself. And I'm still not like super great at it, but it has gotten better every time I've made a movie. Hopefully one day I'll be able to make another with my sister and my cousin. For now, this is kind of it. And it's our best one. Still not amazing. Obviously, it's pretty overexposed and everything. But I hope to continue to get better. And I hope that kind of encouraged you, at least to some degree, with working with this new technology. You can start off really not knowing anything. You just continue to try. You'll end up understanding it pretty well. And honestly, the technology here is it's not that complicated. So I'm sure you'll pick it up pretty fast.